eventualities that came out of that. Let's shift focus right now to matters touching on female genital mutilation, which the International Day of Zero Tolerance against FGM will be marked this particular Saturday, hence informing this particular discussion. I'm joined from our city center studios by Alice Masinte, who's the founder of Naret Intoye CBO, which is all about ending FGM. She's an activist. Many thanks for your time and good morning. It would be proper to start with perhaps the challenges that have been brought forth by the current pandemic, COVID-19, in terms of the fight against female genital mutilation. Perhaps that would be a proper starting point. What challenges have been brought forth by COVID-19 so far in the fight against FGM?
Okay, a lot has happened. Like, you see, like when COVID started, there was a lockdown, so there was no restriction. There was there were no movement, no gathering. So that has really led to the increase of FGM. So when normally we do a lot of community interventions, like community dialogues. We do the girls' workshops and trainings. Now, because of COVID, obviously there was no gathering. So that has led to a high increase in FGM. Also, according to the statistics, the climate change, in the year 2020, there was a lot of climate change, which has led to higher anger, and that has led to maybe communities cutting their girls, and after cutting them, they get married, so as to get something for an income for the family. COVID has really brought a lot of impact, has really led to the increase of FGM and early marriage.
Okay, that's quite proper, and it's understandable, noting that, a lot has to be done in the community level, and restrictions were put in place, thus hampering some of this movement. But coming from a community that perhaps is pastoral, you've mentioned the effects of climate change. How exactly has this affected? Because I'd assume that some communities might perhaps shift from where they were previously, hence tracking them down might be difficult, hence hampering some of the initiatives you're doing through the organization. Talk to us about this.
Okay, due to drought, and we know most of our communities are pastoralists, so you get that a lot of, due to drought, there is no, due to drought, it has led to parents marrying off their girls. When a girl is married off, they get some source of income.
Okay. All right, we tend to understand that, and it's quite a challenge. Alice, let's talk about the importance of the celebrations happening tomorrow, the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation. How important is this day, bearing in mind the challenges that you might face in terms of removing this scourge known as female genital mutilation?
Okay, tomorrow marks the International Day of Zero Tolerance for FGM, and the theme is to unite, to fund, and to take action to end FGM. And you see, in every community that practices FGM, tomorrow is going to be a very important day. For example, our OCBO, the Naret Intoye, we will be in Mosiro, that is in Kajiado West. We will be having a community dialogue. We will be talking with the girls, and of course we will be talking with the with the legal experts, the people who like helping us in fighting the FGM. And in many other places, like maybe in Kajiado, where I come from, in Loitoktok, maybe some interventions are going on there.
Okay, that's quite proper. But I'd also want to implore on the fact that every stakeholder definitely has to push their own weight. You mentioned you come from Oloitoktok in Kajiado. What exactly is the support you're receiving from either the county government, from your local leaders, in terms of reaching out to the communities that are mostly affected by FGM? What support is there from the government?
Okay, from the government, there have not been support. What we normally do is maybe we partner with them. Mm-hmm. They don't like fund or support us directly. We only partner with them. If maybe they have an activity, we come out as youth, because our CBO is a youth-led. We come out as youth and maybe work together. But funding or supporting us directly has been a challenge, especially during the year of 2020.
Okay, we definitely...
and the locals, like the chief and...
Just continue.
Like the locals, the chief, especially the Nyumba Kumi initiative, they have been of much help because they're the one who are at the grassroots level, so they normally help us in reporting cases of FGM.
Well, that's proper, and it's proper to note that Nyumba Kumi is definitely helping, especially with the local leaders. Talk to us about the consequences of female genital mutilation. You've mentioned of the challenge during last year, since COVID-19 struck, that it might have led to an increase. What challenges are we looking at in terms of these girls' lives and how they are affected by FGM?
Okay, FGM, female genital mutilation, means that mutilating means destroying female genital parts. And we all know one major effect is the physical pain. After the physical pain, normally a lot of girls bleed, and that leads to death in most cases. We have a number of cases that has happened. And also, a lifetime effect is that when girls are normally cut, a girl feels that like she's a grown-up, she's an adult, so she'll maybe drop out of school. Of course, she knows she's an adult, she'll practice early sex, and that will lead to early pregnancy. So most of, like if you see in most communities that practice FGM, most of the girls drop out of school. And again, a lot of lifetime impact, like when you come, when it is to giving birth, you got some challenges. Like FGM has a lot of health, physical and emotional challenges and problems. So it is something that we need to put collaborative efforts in ending them, both from the local government, national government, from the non-governmental NGOs, all the stakeholders. They all need to put the efforts together to end FGM.
Okay, concerted approach is very important. As we conclude, kindly talk to us about FGM as it is. It's definitely a challenge going forward. What importance can we put in terms of reaching the basic family unit? Because if we cannot change the ideals or what the older generation might think of FGM, then it will be a challenge ending it. How instrumental is changing the mindset of the generations that perhaps might have practiced FGM in the back days, and bringing them on board to show them that yes, this was practiced, but it is wrong right now and it has adverse effects on these girls' lives?
Okay, like FGM as a topic, we've been pushing to be put in the curriculum, so that when young girls can be taught, or everybody, including even young boys, can be taught on FGM when they are young, as much as 10 years or 8 years and above, so that we all know that what FGM is, the effects of FGM, why it should end, and all that. Another approach that maybe we can put to bring this to an end is to like, people need to identify the grassroots organizations that are so much close to the communities that practice FGM, fund them, and also like support them in any way possible. Another thing is talking to the communities, talking to them and showing them the real effects of FGM. All of them know, and also, yeah, putting all the efforts. I think this will bring it to an end.
Okay, Alice Masinte, as we conclude, talk to us about your foundation and what exactly you do in the community level.
Okay, Ntoye community-based organization is a youth-led organization that is based in Oloitoktok, Kajiado County. It uses the grassroots interventions to end harmful cultural effects, harmful cultural practices, like one of them being FGM, the early marriages, teenage pregnancies. So what we normally do is we hold community dialogues. We talk to the community, especially the mothers, because the mothers are the ones who like stay close to their girls and daughters. What we also do is that we create a lot of awareness, and we also like have girls workshops. We hold a lot of girl workshops. Talk to the girls, tell them about the effects of FGM, tell them the importance of education. And what we do, we normally use education as a tool to end all these harmful practices in our community. Majorly, what we also do is that we do a women empowerment, because when all these mothers are empowered, the women are empowered, they'll not think of maybe taking their girls for the cats to get maybe some source of income or anything. So that is majorly what we do.
Okay, that's really proper, and we assure you that full support in terms of pursuing this particular agenda, even as we celebrate the International Day of Zero Tolerance against Female Genital Mutilation tomorrow. Alice Masinte, many thanks for your time and all the best in pursuing this particular initiative. Thank you so much. She's the founder of Ntoye community-based organization, just highlighting some of the challenges, some of the steps they've taken in the right direction to end female genital mutilation. All right, that leads us to a short break right here, as I can see 8 minutes to 8 a.m. and it's Friday, which only means entertainment is part of what we are giving you. Brian Aseli is coming up next right after this short break, so make sure you stay tuned for the latest in the world of entertainment.